Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel 3. This is me, your host, Logic Blade, and we're back at it again. Last time around, we got to explore Rackwell during the daytime. We got to see Ash's home, and we got set into a trap by a shady information broker. Because like Ash said, do you think you can trust my friends? Me, of all people? Yeah. So that wasn't fun. We came back at nighttime. We gave that man what for, I think, and we ran into Zephyr. Turns out they've got a divine knight of their own, and they're planning something here. Hopefully to protect the events that are going on, the Imperial Congress between all the noble houses. They are working for the government after all. But whether that means good things for the nobles or not, who can truly say? In any case, we learned a lot. We got some backstory for Major Claire as well as Instructor Sarah. So, learned a lot today. Let's just charge right into the next part of this chapter, shall we? Sunday, June 18th. Wonder what's got them in a panic. Next morning, Sarah and Angelica, and Major Claire as well, left the training ground. Angelica and Claire split up as Angelica headed to Ortis, and Claire to the capital. Sarah headed back towards Rackwell to continue the Jaeger investigation. And then... So we're covering the entire range we covered yesterday during our training today? Yes, we've received a special request today from General Wallace. It appears that we understand enough about the Jaeger activity for now, and do not need to investigate further. While covering each of the requests, we're free to travel between locations. Understood. Last time and the time before, the second day of training was a critical situation. To be honest, it feels strange to have all this freedom. Welcome. Glad you could make it today. You're right. Yeah, like the time our frickin' training ground was surprise attacked. Well, I'm not overly optimistic this time either. That's precisely why we should travel around and check on things as we fulfill our requests. If we go by bike, we should have plenty of time. Got it. Let's go then. How about we check the mandatory requests? Alright, so we got 3 quests here, and they're all mandatory. So this first one is... dealing with the cryptid. Oh god, more cryptids. The second one? Provincial Army Training Request. Interesting. And the last one, 2 companies. Wonder what that one's all about. In any case, it sounds like we've got a lot on our plate. So, we'll see how this all goes. Huh. Oh, weird. I didn't have that line at all, or it was mislabeled for somebody else. Definitely some concerning things. Yeah, like that huge monster that appears and disappears. Hey, couldn't that be? It does remind us of the cryptids we saw in Crossbell. Yeah, it'd be good to check it out when we have the time. That's in the gorge, so it might be good to check with Sarah, too. What do you suppose this training request is from the Sea Fortress? It appears we're being asked to train with the local army members. That sounds interesting. They're supposed to be elites, right? Based on yesterday's conversation, I'm concerned about this one. Looks like it's hard to decide what we should do first. Well, think carefully. Well, we should get started on our second day of training. Right. Every quest is required for Day 2's training. After clearing 2 out of the 3 quests, the main story will advance. Alright then. So, these are all things we have to do, but the order we do it in is up to us. In any case, there are a few things we need to do first. And apparently the first is head back into the train here. Because that's where Leonora is. So let's see what's up with her. Huh. To think that his reputation's gotten this bad. Leonora. That was a pretty big sigh. Is everything alright? Is someone in some kind of trouble? Yeah, I'm worried about my friend who used to be in the same fleet as me. He was like our older brother. He's 7 years older than me, and he was part of the Special Attack Squad. The Special Attack Squad in the escort fleet. Yeah, he was always top of the squad in terms of physical ability. And now he appears to be a member of a certain person's personal guard. Did that person do something? Sounds like they got involved in some kind of criminal activity. Something like blackmail or something. I'm so irritated and frustrated right now. So he wasn't that kind of guy before then? No, he was always vigorous and full of energy. But as far as I know, he was never one to stain his hands like that. So yesterday, I went to confront him directly. And he told me, I won't be taken from anymore. Now I'm going to be the one taking from them. That's... After the Civil War, the government suddenly disbanded the Silver Whale Fleet. Even if we got split up, I assumed we'd all keep our pride. So, that man's a disappointment from the bottom of my heart. Leonora. Leonora's friend from her days in the fleet. Maybe he's not a fundamentally bad guy. Might just be her hunch, but maybe we can help her somehow. Quest, Fleet's Pride started. Alrighty then. Let's see, so what should I do first? Let's go deal with this 2 companies quest here, I think. Yeah, there's nothing miscellaneous I have to do, which is just what I was checking. So I should just be good to go on ahead, and we want to head to Ortis first. Apparently this quest is from Ferris herself. And I'm just going to make a save here, because apparently there's a lot of choices in this quest. And I don't want to mess anything up. Hopefully. Oh, guys, you came for me! Yes, it appears you have something you need our help with. Given how you were yesterday, I'm sure this won't be fun, though. Oh, stop causing trouble literally all the time. But I guess I don't have a good feeling about this either. Yes, it's as you suspected. The Kleist Mall is involved. The sales manager of the Kleist Mall and his illegal activities, specifically. Illegal activities? This sounds serious. Is that really true? Yes. Well, let me explain. It started 6 months ago when the Kleist Mall was operating in the commerce area. They ran a campaign claiming that our Rivera Mart was selling inferior products. It continued to escalate and eventually started replacing our products with inferior ones in our own stores. Or in other instances, shipments for our stores would occasionally go missing in accidents. Oh, that's terrible! Of course they must have been behind it. That certainly seems to be unfair harassment. It's all about its image. Their losses must have been high. Let me confirm something first. Does Hugo know about this? I don't know. Management Director Hugo Kleist was in my class, actually. He goes all over the country. I rarely see him here in Ordis. When we confronted their sales manager, Woods, he basically said to go away, you don't have any proof. I see. So the reason you aren't doing anything is because you don't have proof, right? So, that's why you called us? Yeah, exactly. It's taken a while, but I finally got a clue. Apparently, the culprit is a member of Manager Wood's escort, a man named Harmon. Well, guys, won't you please help me out a bit? Harmon? Wasn't that the guy Leonora was talking about? Yeah, if we solve this case, we might learn more about him, too. Well, sounds like we have reason to do this. Yes, we'll do whatever we can. I'm quite attached to this store, after all. Oh, great, thank you so much. It's a bit too early to thank us. So then, where's the proof of this criminal activity? Well, over by the harbor, there's a hill off to the side where you aren't easily noticed. Apparently, Harmon is set to be in contact with a couple of rogues there today. Meeting time set for 11 a.m. That's just like Leonor said. Let's confront him and figure out what the hell he's up to. This might be pretty fun. Let's avoid violence if we can, but we might have to resort to it if needed. Don't forget, we need to secure real evidence. We also need to find witnesses as well. Well then, let's begin the investigation. Class VII is reliable as always. Please, let me know if you find anything. And be careful, everyone. Quest, 2 companies started. After that, they prepared and went to the designated spot. In order to collect evidence, it was decided that they would split into 3 groups. Hey, come on. You're too obvious looking like that. Ash, don't stand out so much. This might be tough for the ones looking from above. Are you guys in place? All good here. I'm okay here, too. But it's so sad that I'm all by myself. Well, that's because you're the only sniper, Muse. Oh, but it's so boring. Hey, Instructor Rean, can you whisper something to me? What the hell are you doing at a time like this? Come on, guys, let's just carry out the plan. I think the target is coming. That must be him. An orbital bike. It's a pretty fancy one, too. Everyone's here, then. Yeah, just like we said we'd be. You don't treat your workers very well, do you? How many times do you expect us to lend you a hand? How many times? How about you shut the hell up and stop complaining? Listen up, I'm really desperate here. Get the Rivera court to collapse within the year. That was his order. Based on the rumors, he absolutely does not tolerate failure. Of course, Woods would fire us all right away. We're out of time. It's do or die now. Harmon handed over firearms and a container full of oil. Hey, these are... Oh, not bad, Harmon. We'll burn that mall to the ground. Do it tonight. The party will be spoiled if the employees are there to put out the fire. Oh yeah, I'm pumped now. It's possible someone will be left over at the mall. If they're unlucky. Who's there? Today's your unlucky day, scoundrels. Don't move. What? Who the hell are you? Huh. No way, we're surrounded. Yuna, that was way too fast. We cornered them perfectly. Suppression complete. Oh, Al, you ended up being the earliest. Alright, my turn. Shit, I need to get out of here. Oh, my aim's off in this breeze. I'd feel bad for Leonora if we let him go. I guess I'll have to. Who should we choose to chase after Harmon? Choices are Yuna, Kurt, or Ash. The choice really doesn't matter, but we're gonna pick Yuna, because the guide's telling me, hey, pick Yuna, even though it doesn't matter, it might. Yuna! Yuna caught the bike key. He's on the bike! Get after him! Leave it to me! I'll definitely catch up to him. Monsters! What do I do if they get in my way? This is option 3. We want to pick follow Harmon's path to get through them. The other options is go faster or honk the horn. Watch this! Not bad, not bad. I should be able to close the distance a bit. Oh no. Multi-track drifting? What the hell? He's too good! I'm a member of a military academy, though. I won't lose to that. And, we should try to drift as well. Whoa! Not bad. What the hell? You're persistent. I guess I have no choice. And what we want to do is either A, dodge him, B, figure out how far he is, or 3, slam into him. The correct choice is, figure out how far he is, determine your distance. Whoa! What a loser. Huh? This rate. I just have to punch through. What? That's enough out of you. Randy, you came. Yeah, Rean gave me a heads up. But you drove so well, you bought me time. Couldn't have been better timing, Randy. Shit. Shit. Shit! Do you know what's gonna happen now? What? Are you gonna try to escape again? No one here is your enemy. Not even Instructor Randy. That voice. Leonora. Leo came too. Yeah, Instructor Rean called me up. Anyway, Harmon, time to own up. You know that no matter what, it's never good for you to dirty your hands like that, right? I don't want to hear that from a little girl like you. I may have failed this one time. You're still talking like that? Yeah, and I'll continue to talk like this. After all, in this world, the one with the most power is the one who wins. So it's right to choose the side that wins. That's a bunch of bullshit. Uh-huh. After we talked yesterday, I wanted to turn away and never look at you again, Harmon. We all laughed with you, sang with you under the banner of justice. We fought pirates with you day in and day out. I can never forget the days we spent in the Silver Whale Fleet. All I see in you is a brat throwing a tantrum and running away. That's all I see in you now. Well? The fact that you can't reply means I hit the bullseye. Well, whatever your mistakes, there should be a corresponding punishment in mind. Use it as an opportunity to reflect on what you've done. I also... Leonora's as dignified as ever. Yeah, definitely. After that, Harmon admitted to all the chain of events that he had been part of. And with Ferris, Yuna, and the others went to the Kleist Mall. And so, we have identified the perpetrator of this incident. Is this man not one of your subordinates? No way! Harmon, what the hell is this? I apologize, but I can't run away from this any longer. We also have material evidence to prove what you've done. Yeah, so just come out and admit it already. For all the evil actions you plan towards Ferris's store, including conspiring to burn it down. Looks like you've been hard at work, Ferris. You called in quite the helpers here. Mr. Woods. Don't tell me you plan to argue your way out of this. We have testimonies from all of the hooligans. You know, all of them implicating you. Do you know about the obstacles in the way of the Kleist Mall this past year? In order to attract customers among the nobility, the head office resorted to flattery within the government. But soon, that hardship will be rewarded. A little setback like this doesn't mean anything at all. And what do you plan to do exactly? Oh, you're... Master Hugo! How in the world did he get here so fast? Hugo Kleist. I'm the general manager of sales for the Kleist Company, Hugo. When I arrived for my inspection, it appeared something interesting was going on. Would you please fill me in? Perfect timing. Please, listen to me. I'm being falsely accused. Let's use our top lawyers. When it comes to them, they can make anything look like the truth. Oh dear. Woods, this is why you're a third-rate sales manager. Huh? I did order you to press harder in Ordis these past 6 months. The fact that you decided that meant you had to crush Riviera Court shows your own incompetence. You've shown me your abilities quite clearly. Master! Ooh. He's so forceful. And you're fired. You must have been quite tired this year. Please, rest up well. In prison. Oh man, Hugo's great. Rean, I apologize for the difficulties I've caused you. But thanks to you, I was able to dispose of some trash. I should thank you. I haven't seen you since graduation. It's been a while, Hugo. But please, let me correct 2 things before you thank me too much. First of all, I left this entire case to my students. I didn't do anything. And secondly, do we really know if you can dispose of anything yet? What? It's up to her whether she chooses to prosecute this case or not. What does that mean? Well, the client is Ferris, so it's up to her whether or not she wants to publicize this case. Ah, if she wants to cover it up, she can offer some kind of huge arrangement. That's quite a trump card. Through our competition with the Kleist Mall, we've come to realize some things about ourselves. The Riviera Court is outdated. We haven't had any ingenuity in the past few decades. But that will be changing now. Now, while preserving its tradition, we'll be making it into a modern mall that won't be defeated by the likes of you. I don't intend to interrupt that flow. Ah, in other words, you want to be friendly rivals. You will withdraw the hurtful rumors you have been spreading, and agree to compete as equals with us in the future. That is my request. I see. Well, given the impact on your brand, I'd say that's reasonable. Very well. Let us drink together and compensate for the damage we've done to you. In exchange, we will make it so this case never happened. Agreed? Yes. No objections here. Wow. A great compromise. I'm not totally sold on it, but I guess this is fine. Well, this kind of thing happens too. I learned something for one thing. Were you planning on it going this way from the start, instructor? So... What happens to us? Woods? Harmon? I'm pretty busy right now. Please leave. Got it? Yes! We will clear this case up and compensate for the damages. Let me know how much they were later. Right! How cruel. What a bunch of corporate slaves. Well then, I'll take my leave here. Let's meet again soon, Ferris, Rean, and the new Class 7. I look forward to your continued success. Wow. Well, he's definitely sticking to the path he chose, that's for sure. How can I apologize? I won't ask you to forgive me, but I am very sorry for everything. Right. Fix yourself from the base up. Because the showdown between the Kleist Mall and the Riviera Court is just beginning. Right. After that, Woods and Harmon continued to apologize, and everyone learned the workings of the Kleist Mall. Saying, "The real battle starts now," Ferris left them with a bright smile. Quest 2 companies complete. And we received a still blue for our hard work, as well as 4,000 Mira. So, this takes care of one request. We should also let Leonora know the good news. And our AP increased by 2 because we made all the right choices. So, let's make another save, because we did a good job. I have so many saves, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I got a bunch of character notes for doing all that. Hugo and Ferris stuff. Alrighty then. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the base real quick. Check in with Leonora again. Leonora, there you are. I heard from Randy that you let Harmon really have it. I just said what was on my mind. Well, I think he learned his lesson, so I don't think he'll try that kind of thing again. That's true. From what we could see, this really seemed to get through to him. Yeah, I don't see any need to worry for a while. But anyway, the Silver Whale Fleet, huh? It sounds like it dates back a long time, perhaps even back to the Middle Ages. You guys sure do know a lot. But it sounds like back then a lot of us were pirates. One thing led to another, and we were taken over by a certain fleet. Well, that's one of the reasons we ended up being called the Sea Jaegers. It sounds like things keep getting tougher and tougher for you guys. Well, of course danger was always hanging over us, but our bonds together overcame all that. Not that it was particularly comfortable being crammed all together like that. In that sense, I'm not going to lose at school here either. I'm glad to hear it. In any case, thanks for coming all the way here to tell me. Best of luck with your training. Yeah, you do your best too. Alright. So we finished her quest and we got 3,000 Mira. Not a bad exchange. Anyway, before we do our second quest, there is actually a hidden quest. We want to go onto the Oro Seaside Road and head back down to the beach. And get into a fight too, because why not, right? Oh, lame. Also lame. You couldn't hit a sleeping monster, there would have been problems. Oh dear. Oh dear. Anyway, I'll try to avoid some of these fights. Not that I'm really desperate for levels at this point. Welcome! Welcome, welcome. Ooh boy. Anyway. There should be something going along around the beach here. It's actually in that area with the hidden fishing spot. So, we're gonna pop on over there. And there's a guy here. If you had no idea there was a guy here, this would have been a huge waste of time. I was pretty sure it was around here somewhere. Why is there somebody all the way out here? He looks to be a noble, too. How about we talk to him for now? Excuse me? Wow, I never thought people would pop up all the way out here. I feel like I've seen you all before. What are you doing over there? It's very dangerous for a person to be in a place like this by himself. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just overflowing with excitement, so it's hard to restrain myself. You guys too. Please, take a look at this. It's a treasure map. Exactly. You're very perceptive. And that mark on the map is exactly where I'm standing right now. You're right. So then, there's treasure here. This is where it'd be buried. Well, about that. Actually, I'm a traveling musician. And although I came here to find some treasure, I don't want to hurt my delicate fingers. So I've just been standing here thinking what I should do. That's so pathetic. Why in the world is a traveling musician doing something like this? This doesn't make any sense. I guess you're right. But it's great news that you guys are here. So how about you guys dig up this place instead of me? And I'll divide the loot. That does sound sort of interesting. It's not like we can leave this guy alone here anyway. Well, I suppose we could go along with it. Yeah. They dug up the exact spot where the map pointed to, and then... Wow, there was something there. Huh, I'm surprised. Well then, let's check out what's inside. Received an old map. This is... It seems the previous map was a map to a treasure map. Oh jeez, they got us. Well, whatever. Can we head to the cafe and Ortis for now? I'll give you guys the rundown of this map. So, what's the big deal? you were gonna tell us about the treasure map, right? How in the world did you get your hands on one in the first place? Well, actually, I found this map in the market at Keldic. The seller said that it was left behind by a certain pirate named Galleon. A pirate named Galleon? Yes, he was supposedly the most infamous pirate along the Lemaire coast 100 years ago. Isn't that right, Instructor Rean? Yes, that's right. At the same time, a pirate named Sherma was active along the coast of Liberl, near Rouen. Their rivalry was famous. Huh, I have heard the name Galleon, but... yeah, I didn't know all that. You can read about all that in a book. It's not impressive at all. Wow, you guys are well informed. Yeah, but you said you were a musician, right? How did you get interested in pirates all of a sudden? Yes, well, this is all part of my research for a new musical motif. Well, the thought of pirates is sort of romantic and passionate. So, that's why I'm doing all this. And despite that, you won't even dig for treasure. Well, musicians are delicate after all. So then, would you guys keep on the search with me? We're already invested enough. Let's finish it. Yeah, let's do it. Well, no objection from me. Great! Well then, please take this map of the coastal road. Please, go search for it for me. Pirate's Treasure started. Received maps 1 and 2 from Alistair. You can take a look at the map in the items section of the camp menu. So, we might as well take a look at those. So that's the first map that pointed us to that fishing spot there. And this new map we got has an X pointing somewhere in the Juno Sea Fortress from the looks of it. Now, it would take a long time to get to there by bike. Luckily for us, we can just fast travel over there. Kind of? Not really. I thought we could. Or maybe we can, and I'm just being dumb. Well, it's saying fourth option, then fourth option, but that doesn't make any sense. Maybe they meant fourth option, then third option. Because this makes more sense. Anyway, if you remember correctly, there was that little hidden alcove that didn't really have anything there when we first came by the Sea Fortress. However, if we head down there now, we'll find a green exclamation point here. And lo and behold, a shiny object. This must be the spot on the map. Well, let's get digging. They dug up the spot the map pointed to, and then... So it was here. Let's see what's inside. Got another treasure map. Another map. So the first map was a map to a treasure map. This is getting really annoying. Yeah, it would be great if this next one was the last. Alrighty then. And our last one is way back at the training ground again. See that little green exclamation point in the corner here? Just right by this tree here. Never thought the treasure hunt would lead us right to the training grounds. Let's check it out. They dug up the spot where the map pointed to, and then... Well, this seems like a proper treasure chest, too. Oh, I'm getting kind of excited. Received an old navigation log and a dull jewel. Huh? That's it? Well, I mean, I guess there's a jewel, but... Well, based on the map, there's no doubt about it. This was kind of disappointing, honestly. Well, for now, let's go report to Alistair. So, back to Ordis. We want to head back to the cafe again, so... Luckily for us, we can fast travel right to the Sea Breeze Inn. Oh, bravo! It looks like you found it! Well, anyway, here's everything we found. Handed over the 3 maps and the treasure. Well, it's not what I expected, but it's splendid in its own way. By the way, have you read the logbook? No, we haven't had a chance to look inside yet. Is there something interesting in there? Yes, based on what I can see just skimming through. Rather than a navigation log, this appears to be a diary. And there even seems to be some poems inside. Truly, a source of inspiration. Oh, this treasure was meant for me, I'm sure. We're glad to hear it. Anyway, this jewel doesn't seem to have much monetary value, but it does seem like a jewel made of pure sepith. Maybe you could use it as a quartz. You guys are free to take it if you want it. Receive the Seaside Bell. Thank you very much. Well, this seems more useful than that diary anyway. I'm glad. You really helped me out. I can't possibly thank you enough. Pirate's treasure complete. As well as 3,000 Mira. And this quartz ends up being perfect for Muse. So we're just gonna slap that on right away. Anyway, we're gonna want to make another save here, because I think my next target is to do the training. And if I'm not prepared for the training mission, I'm probably gonna get a game over and die. Oops, I meant to get on the bikes. Whatever, this is fine. I still love the architecture of this place. It's so nice. It's got these huge, giant walls. It's great. Anyway, let's talk to the guards here. Oh, it's you guys. Are you here because you saw the request? Yes, we'd like you to explain more about what's going on. It seems you want us to engage in a simulated battle with the recruits? Yes, even though the integrated army is made out of the elites from each district. With all the newbies, we're short on manpower for training. And so the Brigadier General requested help from someone to train the recruits. So we're hoping you could help us with training during this busy time with the conference and all. to raise morale. I see. That does sound interesting. Seems like General Wallace understands the practical aspects well. Yes, the famous Black Whirlwind from Sutherland is an outstanding military commander. As one would expect from the right arm of General Aurelia. In that sense, the prospect of a mock battle with students from General Aurelia's school is quite thrilling. Long ago, the two of them had a match that was never settled. To think that someone could fight that monster. Baldio's style of spearmanship. Seems I'll need to look into it again. And it seems we need to update our data on it. Well, the Brigadier General's busy, so I don't think he can observe the training. But it'd be great for the troops if you could accept. That's only if you have time in your schedule, that is. We understand the request. This is your training. I'll leave the decision to you. Right. Well, the opponents are only soldiers, so it's not like it's going to be a challenge or anything. I think you're underestimating them a bit. Huh? Starting this quest will begin a battle with a tough enemy. It's recommended to prepare not just the students, but Rean as well. Well, I'm as prepared as I'm going to be. We accept. This will be a good experience for us as well. I want to work hard with other rookies like me to get even stronger. Haha, that's great! Well, we'll lead you to the training ground then. Please, follow us. Quest. Army practice battles started. After that, the students of Class 7 entered the training ground and fought the newbie recruits over and over. Wait, what? So we're not fighting them? While fighting each other, they pushed the recruits back to their heart's content. Yeah, because normally we'd have like a marathon battle with these guys. Whatever. That's enough! Not bad. We were barely able to hold them off. Same here. That's what we'd expect from students of General Aurelia. Well, it's not like she trains us directly. She did during that time in the soldat training, though. The Tholes Branch School. They are a promising young bunch, as expected. No, but your recruits look impressive as well. Looks like you guys are having fun. Oh. Brigadier General, sir! Good day, sir. It's nice to see you. Thanks again for your invitation. No, thank you for accepting. It's a great opportunity. It seems like they were able to hold their own during the battle. Alright, men. Increase your focus. Work harder. Right. We'll keep improving, sir. By the way, thanks for relaying the information to us last night. It was very useful. The Red Constellation, Zephyr, even Nidhogg. And of course, I never expected the Northern Jaegers to be at work here. Yes, I'd like to inform the guild about that as well. He certainly has an aura of a certain charisma about him. Seems like he's well liked by the soldiers under him as well. Right, he's known for being such a top-class general at a young age after all. Shh. Huh? Ash? Oh, it must have been hard for you to come all the way here from Sutherland, sir. And now you're here in place of the Rakshasa, being a pawn of that vulgar Marquis. Oh. Hey, Ash. Wouldn't you like a chance to relieve some of that stress? Say by showing me your so-called spearmanship. I'm just curious to see how strong the right arm of that crazy woman is. How rude! For a mere student to challenge the Brigadier General. Why do you always say crazy stuff like this? You're being way too reckless. No, this is a good opportunity. We fought that woman 4-on-1 in the Soldats at least. And Schwarzer and Randolph were barely able to beat her, so how about us? Well... we were completely defeated.